Now to the opening tee shot here at the Tour Championship. Par 4 opening hole. Beautiful getaway from the historic clubhouse, and it measures at 424 yards, Frank.
Yeah, trees left and right, they're really the biggest issue off the tee, Rich, but this is a fairly generous fairway.
Excellent opening tee shot. That ball right in the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
How'd you like that strike?
That was top of the tree.
This is a 9-footer. Now headed in the right direction, into red figures at 1 under par after the birdie. Now to the first par 3 here at the Tour Championship at East Lake. It is the second hole, 214 yards. And really, to score well at East Lake, players cannot afford to miss the green on the short side of the flagstick, and that's especially true right here. This par 3 plays a bit shorter than the yardage, but it is a must to put the ball on the green. That green slopes dramatically from back to front and from left to right, and is guarded by bunkers on both sides. Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Locked in on the read and the speed. Doesn't dig into the lead with that par, but Frank, sometimes, and you know this as well as anyone, you just have to kind of maintain your footing out there. Tour Championship continuing here at East Lake Golf Club. This is the 3rd hole. It's a short par 4, 390 yards, but this one requires the players to think. It is a difficult green. Fairway wood off the tee, probably a short iron in, and then the work begins. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
He'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie.
And with that birdie, tied at the top.
Back over now to the 4th. Frank, this is a very nice start to the round. Couple of birdies on the scorecard. Looks extremely solid.
Yeah, it looks well poised, actually, to have a very good round today.
But this one has a chance to be really good. Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Getting set now for the approach at the 4th, and what should the player be looking at?
Well, just the green up ahead, Rich. This is so severe in the undulations and fast. You don't want to leave the ball left or past the flag.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right.
You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Well, this hole will certainly get the players' attention here at the Tour Championship at East Lake as they battle it out for the $10 million bonus and the FedEx Cup prize. Frank, this is a long par 4, 520 yards.
A little bit like the fourth hole where you think you need a cut off the tee. But if anything, the slope of the fairway, which goes right to left, is going to send that ball to the left anyway. Good tee shot here, one of the narrowest fairways on the golf course. So good tee shot, well required. Rich, there's great drivers of the ball. We've seen Norman, Nicholas over the years, but that there is just excellent. Lovely full turn, plenty of power, and just piped it.
Made it look easy right there, and he's such a good-looking player. When he's dialed in, swinging the way he is right now, just a pleasure to watch. A sensational shot right there, Frank.
Oh, you start beating your chest after a shot like that. That's the best we've seen into this hole to date.
How about that? 4 under par. This is really one of the most scenic holes on tour all year long, and a fitting spot for the season finale, a Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. It's the 6th hole. It's over 200 yards, and there's plenty of blue water out there just to keep a player focused on the task at hand. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just a little too much juice on that birdie putt, Frank.
It was bold, very bold.
These putts keep the round together. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
So they'll tap in. Bad news is that's a bogey. The good news, still tied for the lead.
Yeah, he's the only one disappointed. The rest of the field aren't. He made it a real cat fight.
On to the 7th hole here at East Lake in the Tour Championship. Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. So going well up the hill to that green, will need to take an extra club here. Frank, really a great roster of past champions here at East Lake in the Tour Championship.
Yeah, I remember back in 1998 when Hal Sutton won. That's when we realized East Lake should be back on the rotor. You go all the way through to 2014 where Billy Horschel, he certainly wasn't the favorite for everybody in the field, but it showed you how important form was. To finish second at Deutsche Bank and then the win at the BMW and then the win at East Lake in the Tour Championship to take everything shows you why form at the right time is so important in this game.
Billy Horschel actually came into the FedEx Cup playoffs in 2014. I believe it was outside the top 60 in points, and then he caught fire and he put his hands around that FedEx Cup trophy and the $10 million bonus to go with it. Here's another dogleg to the left at East Lake in the Tour Championship. It's the 405-yard par 4 8th hole, and position is paramount here off the tee. You see those 3 fairway bunkers along the left side. You need to avoid those. You want to be positioned on the right. If you get it down that right side in the fairway, you have a good chance to attack the hole location. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Well, too bad. He'll have to play from the bunker. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now he'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here. Another good swing, another good approach shot.
Settles in over the putt. Showing no signs of weakness. That's a good putt right there. Stays at 4 under. Finishing out the front 9 here at East Lake in Atlanta, Georgia. Tour Championship with the FedEx Cup on the line. All that pressure. And finally, we get to the first par 5 of the day. It is a 600 yards on the button.
Doesn't quite play that long, and the reason why is that downslope on the tee shot. If you get a nice draw off the tee, that ball can bound down there, and you can certainly reach this hole even though it's 600 yards. That's if you had a good tee shot. You stray a little, then you worry about the lake with the layup. Do you lay up short, or do you even try and risk carrying it?
Headed for the bunker, I think. Well, at least he can draw on the experience from the previous hole. Again, in the bunker. All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
Now a chance for a birdie. Just playing excellent golf. 5 under for the tournament. Getting ready to start the back 9 here at East Lake. We're on the 10th tee here in Atlanta, Georgia, and the finale for the Tour Championship and the FedEx Cup. In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Frank, on an uphill shot like this one, did you do anything differently in terms of your setup over the ball?
Yeah, I made sure the ball wasn't too far forward because on an uphill shot, there's always a struggle to get all your weight going forward. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. That's a disappointment right there, Frank.
Yeah, green light special, really. Come up considerably short.
So, hanging in down the stretch with a par. Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola from East Lake Golf Club continuing. We're at the 11th hole. It is the only hole on the golf course under 200 yards. It's a 197-yard par 3.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Wow, I thought he made that. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in. Great sense of speed in that. You know you can make those, but that one right in the middle.
Another short par 4 here at the Tour Championship. East Lake Golf Club with a FedEx Cup on the line. The 12th is only 391 yards. What do you make of this hole, Frank?
It's a nice little downhill par 4, Rich, going all the way back down towards East Lake itself. And another positional hole off the tee, leaving just a short iron in. But very deceptive green to read. It's actually fairly flat.
We knew it right away, Frank. That's a good one.
Solid.
Second shot now at the par 4 at 12. Frank, you've been there. What are you looking to do?
Downhill par 4, so you don't really have to hit the ball overly high. This green's a little flatter than what you realise, so the ball's likely to kick forward. Just something in the heart of the green is going to leave you a birdie putt, irrespective of where the flag is. It's no snack, though. little bit more hope than determination in that putt.
And getting ready for the putt. Only one stroke behind the leader now. McIlroy looks to be making his move, Frank.
And chasing, we start to see that that real kick in his stride. And, of course, an extra 10 or 15 yards off the tee, that's always a good sign.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Comfortably over the ball, ready to go here at 13. On the green, and a chance for birdie. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Goes to 6 under par for the tournament. What a display of golf. Here at East Lake in the Tour Championship, this par 4 14th is straight away, but it is narrow. You have to put the ball in play off the tee here. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there. Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Just has the feel today. There are just 2 par 5s here at the Tour Championship presented by Coca-Cola. This is the second and last of the 5 pars. The 15th, it is only 525 yards. And if you walk away with par here, you will likely have dropped the shot to the field. This is a chance to make birdie or eagle. Frank, that one is long, and it is straight.
Well, in baseball, that's a home run. In golf, that is a huge advantage over everybody else that plays the game. You imagine just teeing up on every hole knowing that you've got 20 or plus yards over your fellow competitors?
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Inexcusable.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Frankie's playing very well right now.
Starting to show the field a clean set of heels.
Moving on to number 16 now, 481-yard par 4.
Another one that's downhill with the fairway sloping from left to right. Series of bunkers down the left side. It's not the end of the world, actually, if you go on those ones down the left. Every now and again, you'll see someone try and hit a driver and try and take them all out of play. Is that you?
Frank, he is one of the longest hitters in the game, but at some point, you have to hit a fairway.
Yeah, he's certainly not the straightest. I think that was the bit you're going to put in the middle.
Just in the first cut of rough, not a bad lie. The only issue is he might get a jumper here. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another. Just dwindling the holes down. Pars are fine right now.
The drama's really building right now at the Tour Championship here at East Lake. FedEx Cup title is on the line. Just a couple of holes to play. And Frank, what do you think of this par 4 17th at 455 yards?
With all that's at stake, Rich, this is a perfect par 4. Water all the way down the left, so in other words, if you hit a quick hook, you realize what's going to happen there. 3 bunkers protect the other side. Really, you just have to muscle up and hit a really good tee shot that somehow finishes between the water and those bunkers. Second shot, it's not exactly easy too. You're only going to see the top half of that flag. Green raised a little in the front and well protected by that bunker short.
Good looking shot right here. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Could really use this one. It's for birdie. Really hitting on all cylinders now. 9 under for the tournament. Well, what a way for the Tour Championship to finish here at East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta with a par 3. Most unusual. It requires one good solid strike, one good free-flowing swing under the pressure. All the drama building here at the Tour Championship on this 235-yard par 3 finishing hole. So getting set for a greenside bunker shot. Frank, when I think of the great bunker players in the history of the sport, I think about Gary Player, Seve Ballesteros, whom you knew so well. What did they do that made them so effective on these greenside bunker shots?
They had an attitude for a start that was different. For them, it was, they saw possibilities. And they would imagine the amount of sand. Remember, because this is the only shot in golf where you don't have to hit the ball first. So they would really choose the amount of sand behind the ball, whether that was 1 inch or 2. Aim the club at that and made sure they followed through.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. So through one round, Frank, our leader really put on a good show today.
They certainly did, Rich. It was truly a great performance, especially from tee to green. It's not easy to come out of the gates like that.